here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Redskins. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Hunt. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Quan Alexander in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Darius Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the... First down there, help him relax a little bit.
And now Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll check it down to Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Gotta go. Lock in.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Move. Lock in.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
12.
On 1st down, Locke. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Trubisky will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, this is Geis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They go play action here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson.
To your right. 12, 12, 12.
Luck on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Geis for the carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd down, here's Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
12.
On second down, here's Locke. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a first down throw. Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Trubisky. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
Gotta go.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third and goal. They run with Geis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but fourth down coming up.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Luck now on second down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. is well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Locke. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
11. 12.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. Gun.
From the gun, here's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield.
Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven is phenomenal.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. This is Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Back to throw. Miles. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Dez Bryant, as the first half is winding down, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's got room. There he goes, left side. So we've reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 97 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Redskins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off of play action. Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You see it? You see it? Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he'll win it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the handoff, it's Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll hand it down to Geis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted.
Now a hit and lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, Trubisky. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
That's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
11 feet. 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Out left side here to Bryant. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On third down, that's Hunt. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. So it's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring him level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings him level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing. right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Off the screen pass. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied up 16 apiece as we start the 4th quarter. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here come the Redskins now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, Love. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
This is Hunt. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They rock that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry, hurry!
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
We go, we go, we go, go!
Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. back to throw. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Geis receives the pitch. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback with time running out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Here's Harris to return it. And an Allen to run. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Luck. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Luck. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good.